And welcome back to Survival Records. Last time we assaulted and dismantled and stole the hydrogen from that base down there and plopped it into the ship. We renamed the ship from the Spirit of Le Monde to the Deanston, named after one of my favorite whiskeys. From not far from the place in Scotland called Loch Lomond, or Lomond, I've been told by one of the natives. And I said I would be going ahead and getting the inside here. Well, I might have gotten a little carried away in gutting it out, but I wanted to show you what it looked like here so that you can see what I do when I put things back in. I want to get the refinery inside, and I'm thinking I might even be able to put it here. Let's see. Okay, there's that. And if I try and connect to that one there, I'm gonna have, I'll have a connector going into it, and then I'll have an access port right in that hole right there, so when I'm up in that area, I'll be able to get access to the inventory, which was something that was sort of lacking on this front end of the ship. And then there'll be another one right here. This will give me room for some modules here. I think maybe power efficiency modules in lieu of the what are they called? The yield modules. Just because if I can, I got to be a little more careful with my power because I'm running it off of the reactors back there. I suppose that makes sense. Anyway, I'm gonna start plopping in a few extra pieces, maybe moving some things around, like these two forward gyroscopes. I might relocate them up there to where the gravity generator is. That would make sense. Have there be sort of a forward engineering section and then a rear engineering section. Moving this medical room will cost a lot because it's going to involve grinding down those medical components, so I might try and keep it where it is. But something that I've been wanting to think about doing is, I've only got the one jump drive here. If I had 2 jump drives, that'd be all the extra nicer. So, could I fit that in here somehow? Somewhere? Maybe I don't need the stuff on top here. It's a 2x3 is what it, or 3x3x2 is what it is, so I might be able to fit it somehow. We'll see. I'm going to start getting to work on this, and I'll bring you back when I've got something to show you. Thanks. Alright, so let's show you what I've gotten going on here. So I built the refinery, and I decided on yield modules just because with the AwwScrap, that way I can get the most out of those pieces back. Yeah, just in case I start doing some major salvage work. I was able to fit an assembler right in there with speed modules on it. So, honestly, now this ship is as well set up as my base is. So that's great. The medical room, I discovered I could actually separate. All I have to do is break that block there, and it will... Wait, no. Now that's connected to the top of it. But at first, I decided I actually didn't want to move it. It's in a good spot. It's central. It's, have stairs going up and out here and on that side, and I'll be able to keep a little fighter craft docked on the sides. Yeah, I think I like it. I did get those 2 gyroscopes in, replacing the 2 that I took out from there, and they are now set. And the last thing is, I do in fact have the ability to fit in a second jump drive. I did have to re-pipe back here to connect to the cargo containers in order to fit it. And I wanted to show you guys something here. So I want to check the cargo. That's not how you spell cargo. Small cargo container, and this one, it should be empty, but I'm going to type locked in its name. Go to the inventory. Look for locked. There it is. And here's components. And I have 416 superconductors. Now, I don't want to put those all into this. But I also don't want to hand lug around all those power cells, all those detector components, all those gravity components, metal grids, etc. So now, hopefully, unless I messed it up, those things should still be unlocked. They are. Oh, now, wait a minute. Okay, so if I go to locked, and I can't, I was thinking I could stop it from being able to be used. But if I just turn this on, it's going to pull it no matter what. I'm stopping IIM from moving it. Maybe I ought to run down there and put them in the cargo bin of, like, the pickup, and then detach the pickup. I think that's actually the better way to do it. Here, I thought I was going to be clever with the thing. Alright. Inventory. And it pulls it out of the cockpit. Alright, so in that case, I need to name the connector. No IIM again. That's correct there. Alright, now we can try doing this. Now we can go to superconductors, put them in here. And potentially worry about a thing coming in. Oh, come on. Not this. I was trying to show something else. Alright, well this time my antenna is on. Okay. And that, and alright, let's just trigger it in case he doesn't get close enough. Because, yeah, I'm going to show you how I do this right. There. Now that is how you deal with a drone strike. All right then. Well. Land this guy back down here. It's over here. Did I break the thing? I think I might have broken the thing. But in the meantime, that stuff is staying there. We are off charge, unlocked. Alright.
Fuel critical.
And yeah, we've got all of my superconductors. Oh, I have a feeling I might need to do some repairs. Yep. Look at that. Boy, exciting times. I don't know how that happened. It's funny, I play for hours without doing clips, in between doing clips. And, I rarely get a big thing to happen. And then I go to record a clip showing one simple thing, and suddenly... There we go. Turn green. Green all around. Okay. And you, why are you not connecting? I think you should be. Shift K. Striker control. There we go. 2.
Fuel critical.
Okay, yep, my fuel's critical. Let's refill some of that. Here we go, and finally I can turn that off. And it is loading everything up except for the superconductors. So yeah, that's gonna be a goal. One of the first goals. Get this guy flying up into space, and then I'm gonna go to the moon, and I'm gonna find a gold mine, and it is gonna be there where I produce the superconductors. I suppose I may as well leave that in where it is for now. Oh no, never mind. It's away because I plan on putting a walkway up through here, going that direction. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Do-do-do. I am over here. That's what I'm looking for. Da-da-da-da-da. I wonder how deep. That's probably good. Bop, 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 bop. Just in case.
Fuel low.
Fuel critical.
Critical.
That would have been bad. Let's see if we get a good view of this. Well, as you can see, I wanted to clear out some space over here on the ice lake to be able to put a... I want to have the ice mine be lateral, so I'm pushing that direction with the drills. I figure if I can come up with a system where a drill is on a piston, it gets pushed out to its extent, I then detach it from its piston, and withdraw the piston, and then add in a new piston, and then extend them again. Figure that way I can just keep pushing out into the ice and make more pistons, more drills, get more stuff. And with it being a long stretch of ice going in that direction, that's an interesting artifact of the way that the pixels work. It's all triangular there. But yeah, that's fun. And yeah, that's right. I have warheads now. Woohoo! All right. I'm going to start working on getting a, I don't know, maybe I'll fill the hole up with the hydrogen tanks and then have the drill be like attached to the top of it and push out that way. That could be interesting. I'll bring you back when I have more structure build. Alright, so I have the frame built for this facility down here. I liked the bracing structure like that. That seemed neat. I've got some batteries there that I'm planning on welding up once I collect the materials from the Highlands base. In case you didn't know, you can Shift-K, go to the terminal, so the Deanston is docked to it. The Deanston is what has the most blocks, so it's what's being considered everything. But you can go to the terminal for this, and you can go to the assembler on the base, the main base, right? What I did already was go in here and queued up a bunch of large grid batteries, the same number that I needed to complete that. That way all the extra power cells are already built, so I can just go up there and get it. That's in case you're working remotely like this. But I wanted to show you what I figured out for how to get this to be multi-pieced. Really simple. Putting in lander gear, and the drill can extend out to the full extent that it reaches with the one piston. That's 10 more meters, so it'll go all out. Go out that far. I then either put in some blocks that I need to do to lock it to the ground, or I can lock it right to the floor of the ice. I detach the head, I withdraw the piston, I add a new head, I add a new piston, and then I extend it out to where it can connect to that, and then I can rinse and repeat. So the width of a piston here is, let me figure this out while I'm with you. The width of a piston, that's 2 blocks, which is 5 meters. So it'll extend out another 10 meters from that, which is another 4 blocks. So I should be able to get potentially 2 more pistons in the gap made by the extent of 1 piston. So it'll just not exponentially, I don't think, but it'll just keep growing the further into the ice I go. Well, I'm going to start working on getting what I need to weld all this up. I'm going to use the S10 to do it, but I also, before I leave, I need to add the production and storage for the hydrogen, which I'm thinking at least like a dozen hydrogen farms and probably 6 hydrogen tanks, the large tanks. That way I can fill up the 4 tanks even if I'm completely empty, and then have reserves left over for coming back and getting more. So yeah, I'm gonna get to work on that, I think. See you in a bit. You know, it occurred to me while I'm up here grabbing some supplies, let's add a little bit more utility to our little utility pickup. My batteries keep draining, and this thing does not produce enough hydrogen, or, well, it uses hydrogen, doesn't produce enough energy. I think I'm probably best to leave it there just in case, but I have the pieces from the salvage. I may as well put a little hydrogen engine here. Now I know in my little skit earlier, or not hydrogen, a little reactor. I may as well put a little reactor here. And I know that in my little skit earlier, I like put one up on that little the lifting vest vehicle, because it didn't occur to me at the time. I may as well put it on the S10 just to, you know, make the S10 a little bit better. So let's see, can I, there's that. Oh, I have to do this and do this, and I'm in here, and I want to go for components. I'm here, and boom, okay. If I go like this, and I drop all of my pieces into here, then I can get him back on my build planner, and his pieces should be in here. Yeah.
Fuel critical.
Now, Izzy's may put some uranium in there. But if not, then I can pull it this way. Yeah, because Izzy's isn't moving any of that stuff because those are all turned off. So let's see if I can put 220 in there. And that 20 ought to do me real well. Let's turn those off. Let's unlock, and let's go weld up some more of those batteries down at the ice lake. And I have one thing more that I want to add on here. So I need to actually grab some of those. Here. Oh. Nope. Okay. Where am I? Here we go. There's going to be an awful lot of ice, and I want to be able to put it someplace. So a large cargo container is important. And then in addition to this, like I said, I have a script that I'm aware of that I want to use to control the drill. So I'm thinking this platform up here is a good enough spot to start working on those parts of the base. So let's see, we want a programmable block. And there's going to be a timer block to start it and a timer block to stop it. Alright. So, let's edit this. Browse scripts. Full inventory trigger script. Copy to editor. Check code. Okay. Alright. No valid inventories found. So we have to timer block full, timer block empty are the names for the timer blocks. Name of inventories or block groups you wish to monitor. String containers, cargo container. Inventories found. Says cargo container. Timer block full. And timer block empty. Full inventory trigger. Alright. No valid inventories found. How do I trigger that inventory? Provide name of inventory or block group you wish to monitor. String containers, cargo container. Let's make it ice cargo container. Okay. And let's call this large cargo container ice cargo container. And now will it detect it? It's monitoring the one inventory. Is 0% used? Yep. Okay. So I don't know if I actually need an LCD, but probably better to have one than not. So let's set up our piston quick. We want to move slowly. Half a meter a second is okay, but let's turn it off and reverse it so that it's moving forward. Alright. And then we have all of our drills. Let's add the drills and the piston to a group called the drill group. Or the ice drill. Let's call it the ice drill. Alright, now on our timer block, because when it's empty, we want it to start drilling. So we are going to go toggle on and off. Okay. And then when it's full, we want it to stop drilling. I wonder if I should go toggle on off or just turn off. Toggle off. Alright. Toggle off. And then for that one, we'll switch this to just toggle on. Alright, it may have thought it already sent its commands. Oh, I needed to drill that up still. What now I'm going to get stuck. Great. I need some interior plate for it. There we go, it works now. So as you can see, I've got 6 hydrogen tanks. I've got... No. Get up there. Okay. 6 hydrogen tanks, 2 layers of 9 H2O2 generators. We've got that, so let's see what happens if the programmable block is runs again. Did it trigger? Alright, so those are good. The 85% and 15%, I'm fine with that. It doesn't need to be better than that. So that's working. Continuous triggering. If you wish the script to keep triggering timers each time it updates, set to false to make it trigger only once. Continuous. I think I want to set that to true. Type false to disable. Useful if you prefer to control updates manually or by other blocks. Default on at 1 update every 100 ticks, about every second. If you wish the script to keep triggering timers. You know what, guys, I'm going to figure this all out and bring you back if I get it working, because I have had it working before. It's just, you know, not very fun to watch me read all this. Okay, so I got it to work. In fact, I had it exactly as I said in the last clip. And then by the time I came over here to look at this, it had already gone the pretty much full extent of the...
Critical.
How am I going to get out of this now? Do I have any blocks? Okay, I have some blocks. So let's do this. But yeah, anyway, looks like I need to get myself some more pistons already. Because, yeah, that's, like I said, the full extent of that. Let's see, maybe I can show you guys what I meant with how I'm planning on doing this. No, I want to be over here. Alright, so that's not big enough. Alright. Pop out. Let's place a block in. And there, it's locked to the block. Alright, so that's not going to go anywhere. Let's detach the head. Yep, that lost all of its power and everything, but it's still locked because that's how those work. Let's reverse it, so pull it back all the way. And let's attach a head. Add piston head. And then we want to add a new piston. Like that. And maybe even there. Nah, probably not going to be able to do that. So, I have to weld this up. And that. Oh, and actually I need to get rid of one of those piston heads. Because I need to attach this piston to that piston head. So I'm going to go back up to the base, get some materials to do all this, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how it works. Okay, so as you can see, I built that piston. I'm getting it out to about where it can connect. Maybe there. And let's hope this doesn't explode. Hey, look at that. Alright. Great, so now all I have to do is add this new piston to the piston group, to the drill head group, and it'll start up when I want it to go. And then next time I'll be able to pull them back. Pull both of them back, add 2 new pistons, then pull both of them back again, add 4 new pistons. So that is exponential growth, yeah. So let me get to that, and I'll see how quick I can gather up some hydrogen. Let's go down here and real quick see how much hydrogen I have. Oh yeah, 5% climbing. Alright, so I think I set out for some goals this episode, which was to rework some of the interior of that, of the Deanston, and I made a little more progress on that than the last I showed you, but I kind of decided I wanted to work on this down here. I showed you all of this. Got a fan club, so there's that. Yeah, this is basically ready to go, ready to start producing. So I'm gonna get the Deanston down here, going to dock it up, going to put an umbilical up from there, and then I'm going to really finish working on the inside next episode, and then we'll be ready to head up into space. Cool, we'll actually get some space in our space engineers. How about that? Alright, well, thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you next time.